Hi everyone, welcome to my Week 13 NFL picks. It is triple header on Thursday night. We have the Thanksgiving Day games. We're kicking it off in Detroit where the Lions host their annual Thanksgiving Day game against the Packers. Lions coming to this one 6.5 point favorites, largely because Matt Flynn is getting the start for the Packers. Yes, he's played great as a Packer in 3 games, but with Seattle, Oakland, and Buffalo, he was a failure, and I'm not betting on him again. Well, a lot of averages, it says he's going to regress to the mean and show that why he was such a late pick in the draft. Take the Lions, especially since the Packers have no answer for Calvin Johnson, minus 6.5. Next game, Raiders and Cowboys. I think the Raiders cause matchup problems for the Cowboys. The Raiders have traditionally played well against the Cowboys. I think you're going to see a big game out of Terrell Pryor, Darren McFadden, Rashad Jennings in the backfield on the ground. I think that ability to get open will open up the passing game as they run the ball. So Demarius Moore, Rod Streeter, Jacoby Ford can get some passing game going. And the Raiders defense has been surprisingly effective, signing all its scrap heap veterans to bargain basement deals. I think they play this one tough. I don't think they win it, but I think they cover the 7.5 points. Next game, Steelers and Ravens. Yes, a game of 2 trending teams. The Steelers have been on the upward trend after a horrible start, while the Ravens have been back and forth all season. I say take the points. You never know in this rivalry game, so that'd be Steelers +3. Next game, Jags and Browns. After the Trent Richardson trade, this was pegged as the potential worst game in the NFL season, which usually means it's probably going to be surprisingly good. I say take the Jags +7. Maurice Jones-Drew had a resurgence last week with a good game against the Texans. Of course, you've got Brandon Weeden starting for the Browns, which is never a good sign. That's a sign to always bet against. Chad Henne has looked good, so he's still short. I think the Jags have played a lot better than the past few weeks. I say take the points. I think they could win this one outright, but the Browns do have a tough defense. Next game, Bucks and Panthers battle in the NFC South. The Bucks have looked very good their past few weeks, shocking the Lions last week. The defense has been good, while the offense has been getting lots of different output from at the running back position. Mike Glenn is looking like a alright quarterback, maybe not top 12 quarterback, but in that next tier. I think they play the Panthers tough despite having won 7 straight. I think the Panthers still win this one, but I don't think they win it by 8 points, so take the 8 on the Bucks. Next game, Titans and Colts. We saw this game a couple weeks ago on Thursday Night Football. It was a push at a 3-point spread. I say take the 4 on Tennessee. I think you could see another big game out of Chris Johnson. The Colts have not played well late, getting blown out by the Cardinals. So take Titans +4. Next game, Vikings host the Bears. Both teams struggling. Again, no Jay Cutler for the Bears. Bears blown out by the Rams last week. Josh McCown starts. I say take the +1 because do you really feel comfortable betting on Christian Ponder or Matt Castle or Josh Freeman? No. The Vikings offense is Adrian Peterson. That's it. Their defense is less than stellar. So I say take the Bears. Next game, Dolphins at Jets. I think the Jets have really, teams have figured them out. Their offense has been regressing each week. I think that the Dolphins +2 is a smart bet, just taking the points. You're not going to see the Jets win by a lot. So just play it safe, take the Dolphins. Not really a game I'm a fan of because you don't know what you're getting week to week from the Dolphins offense. Next game, the horrible Texans, who are competing for the first overall pick with the Atlanta Falcons, host the New England Patriots. The Patriots coming off an overtime win over the Broncos. I say lay the 7.5. I don't see what the Texans have going for them. The defense is getting carved up, both in the run and the pass. Their offense is not good. They're struggling to run the ball and pass the ball, so you have to take the Patriots. Next game, Cardinals go to Eagles, the Battle of the Birds. Cardinals coming off a huge win over Indianapolis. They are 7-4 right now. The Eagles tied for first in the NFC East. They needed a win to keep pace with Dallas likely. But I'm just saying take the Cards +3. I think that Patrick Peterson eliminates the Eagles' greatest threat on the outside, Deshaun Jackson. I think that front seven, led by Darrell Washington and Calais Campbell, will do a good job of limiting LaShawn McCoy. So I say take the Cards +3. Next game, Falcons and Bills. I think the Falcons have pretty much given up on the season. They've quit. They just decimated by injuries on offense and defense. I say CJ Spiller has a humongous game this week. Breaks out. I think he could go for 200 yards. I think in Buffalo. This game is in Toronto though. I say take the Bills -3. Next game, 49ers host the Rams. 49ers coming off an impressive Monday Night Football win, but the Rams are also coming off an impressive win over Indianapolis. They've really found out how to get Tavon Austin the ball, and he is taking it to the house. So I say take the Rams +8. I think this could be a tight divisional game. The Rams could be a playoff team if they were in a different division, but they're in the toughest division in football. Next game, Broncos and Chiefs. We saw this game a couple weeks ago. The Chiefs could not get to Peyton Manning, and that's the way you have to beat him. You have to get to him, hit him, knock him down, sack him. And without one of their best pass rushers in Justin Houston, that task got even tougher. So take the Broncos -5. Next game, Bengals and Chargers. Chargers pulled the upset last week, beat the Chiefs, but I think the Bengals win this one. They've struggled as of late, but I think they pull out a win behind Giovanni Bernard and Andy Dalton. For the Sunday Nighter NFC East battle, the Giants have won, started 0-6, have won all but one of their games since then. The Redskins, horrible on special teams, not very good on defense, not very good on offense. Nothing's working for this team. They're really in a bad position because the Rams have their first round pick. I say take the Giants -1. I think they win this game. I think you see, this could be a shootout for all you know, because I don't know if either team can play much defense. Next game, Saints and Seahawks. Really, this is a game that I think people want to see in the NFC Championship game. I'm taking the Saints +5. Yes, I know this game is in Seattle, and about 5 points is what home field is, so the bookies in Vegas have this one about a dead even. And I think the big thing to note in this game is that the Seahawks corner situation is up in flux. Who knows if Brandon Browner is going to play? He is potentially going to be suspended for the entire year. We have a Saints team that is healthy. They're flying all over the field on Rob Ryan's defense. And the Seahawks, their offense has got Percy Harvin back, which is a big factor, but he didn't do much in his first game. Again, it's the defense. You signed Parrish Cox, you waited him to get, you called up a guy from the practice squad. The Seahawks have no idea what's going on at corner across from Richard Sherman, so I say you have to take the 5 points. So those are my picks this week for week 13, in the NFL. Thanks for watching, everyone.